Hey guys, how's it going? So today I'm gonna talk about watch decisions. These two watches I have before you, they are legends, they are icons. Um, Absolutely stunning piece, two of my favorite pieces in my collection. And it's none other than the Patek Philippe Calatrava 5107G, white gold, simply stunning watch, right? Breathtaking. And probably my favorite watch. It's the AP Royal Oak. It's a vintage reference 5402 Jumbo B series. I have it, I have the watch on a AP bands strap. I forgot, I don't know what material this is. It's not really, is it leather? Yeah, I think it's, yeah, no, leather strap. Really great. Well, you can kind of tell that it's made for the 15 reference 15300, as the end links which they provide is not really flush with the vintage model, which kind of tells you how great this watch was made back then, how thin it is. Right, I mean, just look at it. Look at the thinness. Right, really stunning. And they made this in the 70s. I believe this watch, because the B series, was made in late 70s, sometime then. And right, just beautiful. So yeah, which watch, which watch would you pick, right? I think they are both priced relatively similarly. I'd say the Patek would go for about 17,000 US, and 16 to 17,000, right? Let's say 16.5. And the Royal Oak, you know what? I think it would be at around the same price too, about 16.5, maybe 15. I mean, to me, I think they are both they're both equal in terms of dollar amount, dollar value. Maybe actually, you know what? I think the Royal Oak, maybe just a little bit more. Uh, the the Calatrava, I bought this a few years ago. It has not really increased in value. I paid. I paid 14, I believe. I paid 14,000 and 14,000 US. I think so. I can't remember. And I think today, you would, you could probably pick one up for 16, 16.5. Whereas the Royal Oak Jumbo, I really got a steal. I only paid 7,000 for it. And this was, quite a few years back. But now I'm pretty sure they would go for, they go for at least, let's say 15. I wouldn't let it go for less than 15. That's for sure. So which should you pick, right? And in terms of watch, right? Watch per dollar, right? The cost to make these watches, it really has to be a Calatrava, right? Firstly, it's made in white gold, right? So the material cost is that much more than the AP, right? You look at the movement, right? If you look at this movement, it's got a big gold rotor, amazing finishing, Côte de Genève finishing, white gold buckle, white gold hands, just a lot of white, just a lot of gold, right? So in terms of material cost, I think the Calatrava is probably Patek's best value wristwatch. Right? You go for the older ones, the 37 millimeter Calatravas. I think those are really good value watches, right? I mean, I picked this over the over the Aquanaut any day, because they're essentially the same movement. They pretty much cost the same, but you get white gold instead of steel, right? So I'd rather get this along with a a Rolex sports watch, right? A Submariner or an Explorer 2. I'd rather get this with a Rolex than get an Aquanaut with Rolex Cellini. Okay, so let's put it that way, right? At least with the Patek, the dress Patek, right? You're gonna be careful, right? You gotta treat this watch with respect. Don't be rough with it. These are rather delicate, although they are well made and relatively sturdy, but they're not made for rigorous activities. The Royal Oak, in terms of watch per dollar, it's not as high as the Calatrava, but this is a very, very well made watch, right? If you look at the brush surface with the polished surfaces, I unfortunately I don't have the bracelet with me right now. It's somewhere in my closet, and I just put this on, just to spice things up a bit. It's really stunning. Look at the waffle dial, the tapisserie dial, and right, and its thinness. It's the renowned caliber 2121 movement. Right, was the thinnest automatic movement for many, many years, and it definitely still is one of the thinnest movements. So in terms of provenance and history, for this particular watch, the Royal Oak is more iconic than this Patek Calatrava, right? I'd say as an icon, and legendary status, the Royal Oak tops the Patek Calatrava, right? This watch really gave birth to sports luxury, right? It was because of this watch that Rolex started to become Rolex, where it became a luxury watch, right? Before then, in the 60s and 70s, Rolex watches were strictly tool watches, right? The old GMTs, the old Submariners, they were not seen as luxury watches. Whereas when AP came out with the Royal Oak Jumbo, the A series, I think in 1976, there was the first luxury steel watches, right? Then because of that watch, Rolex started to follow suit, and they started to make the watches more luxuriously, and I think Rolex owes a lot of its success to the AP Royal Oak. It really does. It's in my opinion, it kind of saved the luxury watch industry. Maybe not saved, but it was it really helped a lot that people started to see steel watches as a luxury material for wristwatches. So which one do you get? In all honesty, depending on your age, right, and your purpose, if you're looking for a dress watch, you are above the age of 30. I think. Well, that's a tough one. This is definitely a younger looking watch, right? I think it's a little bit more versatile as well. The Patek is definitely more formal, so you just have to, look at your lifestyle, right? Do you attend a lot of boardroom meetings? Do you attend a lot of ballroom functions, formal occasions? If so, then go for this, right? If you're a more a slightly casual person with occasional formal events. Or you attend occasional formal events, you know. Well, this is a tough choice. But my heart actually goes with the AP, right? This is my favorite watch. I don't know. I just feel. It just makes me feel. It just feels right, you know. When I have this watch on me, it just feels like it's me. You know, it feels well integrated into me. It's really hard to explain, guys, but everyone's different. I've owned this. I owned this watch for many years, and I picked up Daytonas. I picked up right, the Rolex Milgauss, the Yachtmaster. Very long after I picked this one, but I still find that this watch is still my favorite watch, the Royal Oak Jumbo, and this is a keeper, that's for sure. The Royal Oak Jumbo is just me. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks, bye.